Sure. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thanks.
Excuse me, would you be interested in talking to the press?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah? Okay, great. I'm with City and State Pennsylvania Magazine and website. I don't know if you've heard of us or not.
Yeah, I think I have.
Okay, great.
Probably say no on that.
Okay. So what brings you out today?
Well, I was on the Kennedy campaign from the start. I actually went down to his announcement at the Constitution Center. So I was on his campaign since the beginning, and then he announced that he was going over to Trump, well, endorsing Trump. So I decided to endorse Trump with him. I mean, I honestly never really had a problem with Trump. I was never a Republican or a Democrat. I was always in the more of a centrist. But I do like the fact that Trump is going to have Kennedy on his yes, on his team, because Kennedy, I feel like he's going to do a lot of good things for the world, and I think he would be able to help Trump with that. I mean, the one big thing, and this, I was actually going to ask this question at the town hall, if Kennedy and Trump were going to work on the restoration centers together, instead of these rehabs or these crisis centers that don't hold people for very long and don't help them. And I know rehab, it helps some people, but I know people who have been through that. I know people who've died in Kensington. I know people who went to rehab more than 10 times. They're just in and out of the system because it's more temporarily drug them. And, everyone who knows how the system works, I think everyone at this point has had somebody in and out of rehab. So one of my biggest things is the cannabis legalization, and then using that tax money to fund restoration centers where, like Kennedy said, people with depression, they're addicted to SSRIs, they're addicted to street drugs, they're suicidal, just any mental illness or ailment you can think of, they can go there and actually, get better and build skills for society instead of being criminalized and, or put in and out of the system. Oh yeah, I actually saw, well, they were Trump-Kennedy supporters. They were also on the Kennedy campaign, and now they support Trump. I believe they support Trump too, and then there was another woman here, but she walked down that way. I heard there's a lot of Trump supporters at the airport waiting for him, or at least there were. I heard there's some down there, but honestly, I just walked down here from the train station because I heard that Dan Wilson, a January 6th protester, is being held in here for transfer. So I thought I'd come paint something and hang it up. I don't know if Zach's in there or not, honestly. Thank you.
So, you want to see her here for Pennsylvania?
I would like to hear Trump talk more about, I guess, progressive issues like Kennedy has. Unfortunately, honestly, I know that the person asking the questions probably isn't going to, ask anything like that. It's probably just going to be, I know debate questions are very short, but I would like to hear him talk about restoration centers or legalization of cannabis, or even, the illegal immigration. All those Haitians that just came in and they're literally eating people's pets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Springfield Police Department said that.
Oh, okay. Well, there's the one story about the woman eating her neighbor's cat. I don't know if she was Haitian or not, but either way, I do have, I have friends here that, come here from Italy and stuff. They're here for work. They come here legally, and honestly, the illegal immigration is hurting them too. I mean, they told me, they're here illegally, they're severely underpaid, they have 2 or 3 jobs, but the restaurants I would work in, they would get paid $4 or $5 an hour. And I mean, that's just criminal, illegally or legally, but if they're here legally, then, places aren't able to take advantage of them as much. But it's also hurting my friends from Italy and stuff who come over here with work permits and stuff because, they try to get work and get paid well or decently, but then these places are hiring illegals for $4 to $5 an hour. So I've seen it with my own eyes. So.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh yeah, thank you. Have a good night. Good. I'm sorry?
I'm a journalist. I'm kind of intrigued
Oh, cool.
about what you're doing. Can you explain to me?
Oh yeah, well I just, I know the debate was tonight, and according to Twitter as of yesterday, there's a January 6th protester and they're awaiting transfer.
Okay.
So I thought I'd come here over there from Molly's side and turn it into a Trump side.
Okay, great. Okay, so you're an artist, right?
Yeah. This one, well, it's
You're painting.
my first time live painting, so it's a
Okay,
little,
great.
little nervous. but
Great. Okay, great.
It could have been worse.
So you and Trump.
Oh, did it? I thought his motorcade was coming down here.
Yeah, I get that. And yeah, what do you
Well, I think people need to bring attention to the January 6th protesters who are still in jail. I'm not going to speak on every January 6th protester, but there are some people, a couple of them online who, they're free and they're essentially what the kids call grifting off of their arrest, but they're not speaking on the January 6th protesters who are still in jail. I wasn't there, but a lot of those people were nonviolent. If you watch the videos are out for the public to see now. The cops started everything. They're the ones who were throwing tear gas and everything on people. The Capitol police officer shot Ashley Babbitt, never got charged, and I just think it's all wrong. Meanwhile, I go down to the Palestine protest in D.C. I watched them tear down not one but 3 American flags at Union Station and then light them on fire. And they were getting, the worst they got was bangs. I will say one of the cops got assaulted. It got pretty, I wasn't there at that point. I saw it online. But my point is that they had no issue treating these people like they were armed terrorists, and they weren't. Meanwhile, we have literal communists, people who call themselves Marxist communists, tearing down American flags and burning them, preventing people from traveling, getting into Union Station to get their train or whatever, and they're not getting tear gassed. They're not getting beat to death. I think it's going to be a lot like the Trump and Biden one. Like before, honestly, I watched the debate with Kennedy, so a live stream Kennedy and then Trump and Biden, but I think the questions that the interviewers ask are like really shallow. I don't really think they give them enough time to talk. You know, I feel like the debate could be longer, but I just feel like it's just going to be pretty general stuff that people, you know, like the important issues, you know, like immigration. They've been making a big noise about no tax on tips and all that. Basically stuff that's in the news that people already know. And, you know, then you have the Democratic Party trying to steal Trump's ideas like no tax on tips, close the border. They've had 4 years to close the border. And, you know, I'm not against immigration as long as it's legal. Like, I have friends here from, like, Europe on work permits, and they're having trouble finding work because I've worked in restaurants, you know, in the city. My pay's being cut. If you can pay an illegal $4 or $5 an hour, and, you know, you think about it, the illegal immigrants being taken advantage of too. Because, I mean, some of those people have 2 to 3 jobs because they have kids, and $5 an hour isn't enough in this economy. Yeah. So they're getting taken advantage of by these corporations who are just like, oh, well, you're not even supposed to be here, so, you know, either you take the job or you don't. I can pay you whatever I want, so yeah. I'm also mostly out here for J6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get up there to hang out.
Okay. Can I ask you your name?
Oh yeah, my name's Augusta.
Augusta?
I'm also a little disappointed how this came out, but it's my first time live painting.
It's okay.
I should have brought my easel. You know, I thought tying it to the pole would be sturdy.
It's gonna.
This has to be a troll.
Most Americans can't. We need somebody to tell us what to do. And I pick
Is he trolling?
He's my man. I say get rid of J.D. Vance. Hey, do you like J.D. Vance? J.D. Vance is from where I'm from. Fake hillbilly. Fake hillbilly, no good. Bring in Kim Jong-un instead. That would be the intelligent pick. Can you imagine Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un on a single ticket? What's that?
Check in the middle here. I love it.
Yeah, right?
It's my president right here.
Hell yeah.
So I go to St. Joseph's University. I'm a proud Trump supporter, and I'm forced to take this class called Inequality in American Society. It's basically just pushing liberalism down my throat. My teacher failed me for an essay I wrote about not supporting Obamacare, and he didn't like it, so I failed the class. I'm taking it again this year. One day a week on Thursdays, they discussed LGBTQ, all of that stuff, shoving it down like kindergartners' throats, like how it should be totally supported, which I understand, but I don't think it should be spread in a way that you are forced to believe. And yeah, that's what it is. Go Trump!
Trump 2024! Woo! Trump 2024!
Oh, yeah.
Yes! Freedom Trump! Yes! Freedom Trump! Yes! Freedom Trump! Freedom Trump! Freedom Trump! Freedom Trump! Freedom Trump! Freedom Trump! Freedom Trump!